overheated. So we are back live at the annual Veterans Park District 16-inch softball tournament. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Traffic just took a 6-5 lead. So we wanted to show you this game, but it's very hot. We got a little cloud coverage and a little breeze right now, so we're hoping to get through this. So Nick Jones, a little ground ball up the middle, handled by the short center, flips it to first for out number one. So sorry about the little glitch. The one nice thing is, got good Wi-Fi out here, so we shouldn't have it cut in and out as long as the temperature stays okay. So here comes Nestor. One out here, bottom of the fourth, traffic leading. This is the first championship game. A little flare, that's trouble. And that's going to fall. Right between the left fielder and Brandon Russ playing shortstop. Brendan, I should say, couldn't get there. So one out base runner for the Fat Kids, and here's Ian Langston. Might remember Ian from his Roadrunners days. He also played a little bit with Flashback. And there's a ground ball off the pitcher. It's a little trouble, but they get Ian. Runner does advance. So Fat Kids went clean, and Traffic needs to beat them twice. Traffic on a little bit of a roll today. And it's nice to see. Nicky's been running teams forever and kind of transitioning to a younger group. So this looks like Luke, I believe, the left fielder. And he hits a high fly ball, little breeze out there, but not enough as the flags are blowing in from right field. The warehouse across the street makes it look like it's blowing toward the left field corner. And we got the flag here in center, so very refreshing breeze. When the sun was out earlier, brutally hot out here. We're hoping the phones will hold up and we'll be able to show you the rest of this game. There's Trey Johnson. You know, Chris, I did not catch what Elite did in their ball game. So here's Brendan Russ. Of course, his brother Ryan Russ, his father Bobby Russ Jr., his uncle Randy Russ, and of course Will Russ, who does the announcing. So glad you're joining us. Again, this is the AB bracket, and there's a little ground ball. Pops Alejandro, tough hop, long throw, not in time. Pops couldn't get there on the fly. That little bounce cost him the out. But it was a good play just to handle the wicked hop. And I don't know a lot of these younger Traffic kids, so bear with me. And there's a swing, hard ground ball, past Jason Camarillo. So Traffic, after taking a lead, they were down 5-3, scored 3 in the top of the fourth, and here in the top of the fifth, they got another little rally brewing. And there's a hard ground ball to Camarillo. Backhand flip to Johnson. He barehanded it. Not an accurate throw. It looked pretty with the barehanded grab. This is the Veterans Park District. I know a lot of times we call it Melrose Park. But it's weird the way the actual park districts are set up out here. So we're at Bulger Park. They run this tournament every year after the No Glove, and they got two divisions, a major and a AB division. So here's young Mr. Belzano, little flip. Langston handles it. And that could be big there. 6-5 with less than 2 outs. Tried to pull the ball. And Belzano's really very quick. I would have rather seen him just slap it towards second and taking a shot at maybe beating it out. Here's Bledsoe. Line drive snagged by Langston. Ian was always a very good defender, and he showed it there, and Pop sporting the SSA 10-year anniversary shirt. So Fat Kids trailed by 1. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. I think it's the bottom of the 5th. They got all kinds of tents up there, and it's hard to see the scoreboard. We'll take a stroll. Bottom 5. So they got these monster brackets. You can see that big square thing there. That's actually a bracket board. And then they got a big tent up. So normally from third base we can see the scoreboard, but didn't want to go to first base because the sun would have been shining right on the camera when it does come out. So here's Barzowski, bottom of the 5th. And he turns, ground ball, can't make the play, leadoff man on. So he hit a hard grounder that was hugging the ground. Didn't quite get the 5-hole closed, and it slithered through. So here's Pops Alejandro now. Fat Kids have played pretty well today. And there's a ground ball. They go right back to him. No. And that ball will also be safe. So Pops and Brendan Russ kind of looks like he might have some type of a lower body injury there. So it brings up Jason Camarillo.
Open up.
With Brandon Molina on deck. So Nicky's just going to go out, talk to his pitcher, try to slow things down here. A couple of ground balls, and Fat Kid's got a couple of runners.
Hey, on your horse.
And there's a little flip the other side. Belzano can't get there. Barzowski had to wait to make sure it cleared. And now Jason sneaks in, and now Barzowski going to try to score, and we're all tied up. A little bit of chaos. When the dust clears, we're all tied. I think what happened there is Belzano couldn't make the catch. He got the fielder's choice. They threw the ball to third. Camarillo decided to go to second. And when they threw to second, Barzowski ended up scoring. So they're all tied up here at 6 in the bottom of the 5th, and it brings up Trey Johnson.
Let's go, Trey!
So a little bit of a crazy play. You'd score that 9-10-5 or 9-10 on the fielder choice. It's the only out they got. So the 2 early miscues this inning have led to a run. So apparently the catcher's bleeding. Got a little sportsmanship here as the Fat Kids are helping him out with some tape. And I got a feeling that on that throw to the plate, he might have split the webbing or taken a nail, which is always painful as all heck. So I misspoke. It's Trey Johnson with Brandon Molina on deck. And Trey whistles one past my right foot. But I had a good look at it and was able to get it up out of the way. So, I'm trying to shade my camera here, so. And Trey now whistles a base hit. Lead run's going to score. Luke, the courtesy runner, scores easily. And Traffic has pushed a couple, or excuse me, Fat Kids have pushed a couple across and taken the lead here. So Molina, little flare, no man's land. Russ can't get there, but they get the fielder's choice. Heads up play by the left fielder, Trey Johnson, the base runner, in no man's land there, as he can't really run. If they catch, they get the double play. He was hustling, but he just couldn't get there. And you can see where the shadows are at down here. Well, you can't really see where my shadow is, but I'm trying to block the sun here. And there's a high fly ball. Left fielder going back, puts it away. So we're going to head to, I believe, the top of the sixth. Fat Kids leading by a run here. First championship game. If the Fat Kids win, they'll be champions of the AB division. If Traffic wins, there'll be another game. And now that cloud coverage is gone. We still got a little breeze, but very difficult game. Traffic has been grinding. They've actually beat Goodwood twice on the road back here to the championship. So leading off is the left fielder. I see Matt Peckus with the bat.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
He takes a strike on the inner half there. Get off this line a little bit. So the live stream is powered by Gold Rush Gaming.
Hey, you fit. You fit.
You can reach them by email at inquiries@goldrushgaming.com. So if you're looking to put video gaming in your establishment, shoot him an email, and he hits a ground ball, Nestor will handle it for out number one. Of course, the next big event, August 15th through the 18th, the SSA Men's 16-inch Class A Glove National Championship in Carroll Stream. A little update for you is we got 33, yeah, you heard it right, 33 confirmed so far, and we're still waiting on a handful of teams. So it's already a monster, and it could be even bigger. And of course, that is the biggest 16-inch softball national championship in the country. 5 teams already committed from Iowa, and here's Nick Gatta taking a swing. And if you've never been out there, I always talk about bucket list events. Certainly the No Glove, certainly Papa Hops, and I think that Class A glove is also should be on your bucket list. If you're a young player, you want that experience and to play in there. Big crowds, jam-packed, exciting games. Reach out to Anthony Tyler. We do have a flyer up for that if you scroll down on our Facebook page. And a lot of great players started out playing in that tournament. So here's Nick Gatta working the count. Now he tries to cut a base hit, and he does. And Luke thought about throwing to first. A couple of the Fat Kid guys were yelling no, not wanting to embarrass Nicky Gatta, who's been in the game forever. So Nick Gatta just threw it out there nice and polite. Of course, Nick back in the day was an excellent left fielder, and he hit a little bit.
Come on.
So there's no tomorrow if you're traffic. You need the win here. That ball's short.
Think about scoring.
You can see the traffic guys with 2 outs. And there's a cut. Pops can't get there. And he'll stop at second, which is good base running. Short throw for the left fielder.
Yeah, let's get this out right here, boys. Come on.
So traffic trying to scratch back into a tie here, looking for a big hit. And of course, at the end of September, we'll have the men's major 16-inch national championship out in Joliet. Little short ground ball. Camarillo just nips him at first. And they will go to the bottom of the 6th. We still got a 1-run game. And then, of course, mid-September will be the men's 50 and over. End of September will be the co-ed 14-inch mush out here. And then, of course, believe it's the week after Columbus Day, we'll have the Las Vegas Big Ball Getaway Tournament run by Ronnie Matriciano. So a lot of softball yet to come. We'll be out a little bit in fall ball. We got the CPS playoffs coming up. We'll be showing that again this year. We also will be out at some fall leagues showing you some fall ball like we do every year. So stick with the SSA. So here comes Mike Cruz. He's going to lead off here, bottom of the 6th, 1-run game. There have been some good games today. The Cruz off the pitcher, short center, no play. Leadoff man on. And it looks like they're going to put in a courtesy runner. And it brings up Matt Peckus.
Go, Matty.
And here comes Matt. Matt turned and burned. Hit it a long way. Distance-wise and a long way. Fouled. The ball hit on the walkway there and rolled all the way to the street. And of course, they not only have this A-B division, they also have the major division here. And they have a co-ed 14-inch mush. We showed you a game last night. We'll be out here tomorrow. We'll also be up in Hamlin. Show you guys a couple of games. Have a couple of championship games tomorrow. So they finally got the ball back in play after it was hit a long, long way away. And that pitch a little deep. And there's a bullet base hit toward the alley. Courtesy runner is chugging, and they're going to send them. No throw. So Matt Peckus hits a stretch single into the gap. Very aggressive base running. Traffic extends to a 2-run lead. Nobody out here. Angelo Feliciano stepping in. Well, your championship game is pretty early. If you could text me the bracket, that would be fantastic. I'm going to try to get there and show a semifinal and the championship if game, and maybe a little earlier. I got to look at the two brackets, but the co-ed out here isn't going to finish until 8:30. The if game out here will be at 9:30 for the girls, so it should work out nicely. And there's a little ground ball. They'll get to fielder's choice, throw to first in time, double play. Pitcher's best friend decided to make an appearance there. Brandon Molina was hustling, but he couldn't beat the force out. And there's a little chopper. Shortstop comes in. He one-hands it. Throw. Just beats it out. Billy Bledsoe made a great play. He grabbed the ball one-handed with his left hand, threw it on the run, just quite didn't have enough behind the throw, and here's Luke. 8-6 Fat Kids, bottom of the sixth. Ian Langston just jumped on to courtesy run. It looks like Barzowski's on deck. Yeah, Nicky's always had a tight group. And there's a swing and a base hit. And the reason why he's been around for 30 years is his guys love to play. Even some of these older gentlemen here at third and short. And that's why guys stayed with him. So here's Barzowski, first and second now with 2 outs. Luke, an outfielder by trade at first, will be flying on the swing. 2 outs, anything hit toward a gap, he's going to score. And there's a high pop-up. Center fielder started back, but he comes in, makes the catch. So do or die, top of the 7th. Traffic down to Deuce. And we'll click off. We'll take some pictures. And make sure we get those out.
Let's go. Let's end it.
So Brendan Russ is going to lead off here. Traffic needs a base runner to be dangerous. And the interesting thing is because they slotted time for the if game, if this should end here, I see Richie Arico backing up the water truck, so they'll throw a little water on this diamond. And again, if you're Angelo now, you want to make Brendan hit to get on. Even if he homers here, you're still up a run. And he comes right through with a strike. Again, I believe we're playing 1-1 in this. And the umpire called that illegal. So Fat Kid's trying to seal the deal here. And there's a ball hit hard the other way. Wind's going to knock it down. Barzowski makes the catch. Again, anything hit out toward right field right now on this diamond just isn't going to go anywhere. And even though it was hit hard, it just got knocked down. Yeah, imagine that, Steve. Brendan is Bobby Rush Jr.'s oldest. He pitched and played football at IC when he was in high school. Got kind of a late start in softball because I think he might have pitched a little bit in either college or at a junior college. So he's kind of coming to the game a little bit later than, say, Ryan Russ did. There's an overhand cut, and Luke he got there but can't make the catch. So now the tying run is in the box. Is Traffic going to try to tie this game up? Yeah, he's the tallest of the 4 kids. Of course, Will, of the 3 boys, is the youngest. Ryan in the middle, and the youngest child is Lucy, who's a terrific volleyball player. Big swing, can't really make any solid contact. And there's a little ground ball up the middle. Trey will step and throw, and the Fat Kids win the AB division out here at Melrose Park. They go clean. They go clean, and they rolled right through today. Traffic, a heck of a run. They played a lot of ball games in the heat, and they hung right in there. So both teams, I believe, are going to get a little hardware. I think they have a first and second place trophy out here. So I think they're going to come out here. So we'll try to get Traffic. Nikki, Brendan, take a picture. You guys are getting a trophy. So a lot of the younger teams, they don't realize they're getting hardware sometimes. So it's always nice. And they got these big monster trophies here that they give out. So they'll take the picture at home plate. So there's Tommy Olson, and the staff a lot of times likes to come out and jump into the pictures. Is everybody in?
Which phone are you using? Which phone are we using?
Is Joe coming or no?
No.
Yeah. So we took a couple of screenshots off of the video. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll forward it to Joe.
What are you doing? Alright, so be a jack.
No, you can jump in. It won't take me long. Once they get settled, I'll rotate out of your way.
One, two. Angelo. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
So we got a couple of nice pictures. That's the Fat Kids. I'm not sure if they give an MVP out here or not. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to click off. We'll have more softball for you guys a little later. I'm glad we got through it with the heat. Caught a break, some clouds. So we'll be back a little bit later on. Will Russ will be back. Hopefully his phone is cooled down. and the sun's starting to not be quite as intense, and we're getting those passing clouds. So we hope you enjoyed the coverage, and we will be talking to you more a little bit later on today.